guess it's about that time of month where we check in with our old friends at the Mary Sue. What are they talking about? Ooh, the Robin Hood remake. What are they on about here? But wait, what? Will we still be... Ooh, honey, you know what? Only if they release the butthole cut. Yeah. What in the actual crap are they on about? Will we still be horny for... Who is? It's a cartoon. It's not only that, it's a cartoon from before a lot of these women were even born, and it is not of that little golden era of Disney. You know, the only era of Disney that people ever pay attention to between like 1989 and, you know, now, basically. That is not... This one fell out under the radar because this is from before my time. This is one that I remember seeing as a kid, and I didn't even watch that many of these. Who asks this? Oh, you know what? We're doing it. Chelsea Steiner asks this. We're asking the tough questions here, people. Yeah, so Chelsea Steiner is asking all the questions that we are too weak to ask. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, the very confused YouTube Harpy. Here's my question. Aren't these the same people who complain and are like, but where are her organs? How does she breathe? Anytime anybody does something like, I don't know, redesign a character like Avar Kriss from the High Republic, you know, to make them more womanly, are these the same people who get on our case about looking at something to where it's, you know, more realistic and have more realistic womanly body proportions rather than that of, you know, a 13-year-old boy? You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku. You know, to make them fill out an outfit and have a... These are the same people who get mad at us. They're like, oh, you just can't jerk off to it because it's not attractive. Pot kettle. People. These people really just drive me nuts.
I didn't play Captain Marvel because I wanted to be a hero. I just wanted to be a... Taco.
That, yeah, breaking my brain. I don't understand what they're on about, what they're... What are you on?
Smoke weed every day.
No, that can't be it. That cannot be it. There's no reasonable excuse for them to be that unself-aware, to have this double standard where they can complain about everything that anybody else does until they do it themselves. Right? Ooh, these people. Now, you know, this just makes me want to go back to talking about Star Trek.
Don't give me the Star Trek crap. It's too early in the morning.
All right, listener, I'll trade you Star Trek for being horny for animated foxes. Apparently, I don't know what they're on about, but apparently this is what they want to do instead of having real life boyfriends and relationships. And, you know, it's fine. You do what you gotta do. Some people use things that plug into the wall or a USB port, and some people like animated foxes. Sure. And they ask the tough questions that I am too weak to ask myself, or, you know, just never bothered with because I'm not a femcel, I guess. Oops, is that a word? You know, the female version of incel. As Disney continues to mine its animated classics for live-action remakes, they've landed on 1973's Robin Hood as the next in line for a modernized treatment. The beloved Disney musical featured an animated cast of anthropomorphic animals, with Robin Hood portrayed like a fox, Little John as a bear, and the Sheriff of Nottingham as a wolf, etc. Now, this seems like it's copy and pasted from that Screen Rant article I read on Friday. Check out that video. You know, put it up here. Boop. Link it. And actually, Rob read that video because he actually saw this one as a kid. And I saw it once or twice. I don't remember that much of it. I do not remember ever wanting to bang the characters in it. I don't. But you know what? Maybe I find other things more attractive. Another thing, these are the exact same people who would complain about my own, camera angles and use of what I have that's my choice, because they don't like the jiggle cam. These little people who are like, yeah. They don't even have words. They just are noises in an annoying, whiny manner. That's all I hear anymore with these people. So, what exactly will this look like? Oh, I know what it's going to look like. It's going to look like this. Yeah, it's going to look like this, and it's going to look like this. It's going to look like these shoes. It's going to look creepy. And you know what? As long as they have CGI buttholes, I think you're going to make your viewing audience happy. I'm convinced if they had left buttholes into cats, people would have gone just for the spectacle. As it was creepy and weird. A lot of people stayed away. I think that would have made the entire difference. Get out of here, and especially you get out of here. So what exactly would this look like? Well, this. Well, the characters in the new Robin Hood resemble the disturbing cat-human hybrids and cats. Yes, I just said that. This is going to be this. And more importantly, we'll still be horny for Robin. You will be, words and things and broke head, brain, bad things. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I think I will. I don't think I have words for this. I don't think I have words to describe my confusion on this one. Let's not mince words. Foxy Robin Hood, voiced by Brian Bedford, could get it. Ooh, well, just don't give it to anybody else, right? But will the character's uncanny sex appeal translate into a CGI live-action version? Or will it confuse our genitals even for... Wait, what? What? Confuse your downstairs bits? Oh, here you go. This will confuse you some more. Yeah, guess what? I want to see womanly figures because they look realistic. I am not really banging live action CGI weird versions of things, and my genitals are plenty not confused. Thank you very much. Because my genitals are fine. I am confident in my own preferences to where I don't get confused by looking at CGI animated fox people. Nor do I need representation on screen to show that my choices in life are okay. But hey, you do you. I'm not gonna kink shame or anything. I'm just confused by it and a little bit curious as to when this became a thing. Probably around the same time the whole Raylo thing happened, wasn't it? Now, I did skip over a part where she says this is from the lost generation of movies. Now, I do have to touch upon that a little bit, the lost generation of Disney, or the lost era of Disney, rather. There was a time in, like, the 1980s where you didn't really see a lot of stuff. The return of Disney's pretty much animated stuff came with The Little Mermaid in 1989. Pretty much a lot of the stuff I saw as a kid were things like the Don Bluth things, or movies like Airplane, stuff that had some jiggle to them, or things like, Spaceballs, where we would get an F-bomb or two. I watched more comedic stuff that was generally family-friendly enough for pretty much anybody with just a little bit of parental guidance. I wasn't really big on the animated stuff because there really wasn't a lot. We had The Secret of Nim, which was kind of disturbing. We had stuff like Return to Oz. We had The Never-Ending Story. We didn't really have the super-duper cookie-cutter family-friendly stuff. And again, just makes me question how they even really got into this, because a lot of the times for me, when I hear about the Disney people, like the Disney fans, as being somebody who's not really into Disney anyway, I tend to hear about people who really, really love the stuff from about The Little Mermaid till current. And that's when a lot of the big Disney fanatics, a lot of the, I guess, quote unquote, Disney nerds or Disnerds, those type of people, they came in and really grew up with that. People just a few years behind me in age. Because like I said, I was born in 79. I don't really hide away from my age. I'm an old person. I get it. this really was outside of my wheelhouse because I was really somebody who's more into, by 1989, I was into, playing music and getting into music stuff. I wanted to be older than I was. I wanted to grow up. I wanted to not really be a kid. And I felt that the Disney stuff was a little kiddie because I was just at that kind of bratty, pre-adolescent, pre-teenage where I didn't really want to be watching this stuff. So I tended to have crushes on more realistic human characters when I was going through that sort of era of life, like stand-up comedians, as you would. The normal stuff you have crushes on, or musicians, rock stars, lead singers, that type of thing. Of course, my idea of a rock star is a band nobody's ever heard of, so that's another rant for another day. Seriously, she wrote confuse our... Oh, no. Just bad. Bad Chelsea Steiner. Happy 46th birthday to Disney's Robin Hood. Cheers on making a whole generation sexually confused about foxes. What? This is news to me. Okay, so if it's a 46-year-old movie, and I felt that it was a little bit before my time, I guess maybe it had a resurgence with people younger than me. Because usually, a lot of the time, like I said, I see these women in about their 30s, mid-30s, where they did really, really get into that. They got really into the Disney princess stuff, and especially girls maybe a couple years behind me, even around my age, who were, I'm watching something age-appropriate for me, and weren't an absolute hipster like I was. I was a bit of a hipster. I admit it. This confuses me, though. Many took to Twitter to wonder if they'd still have a crush on this new CGI live-action version, or whether this new creation would be the stuff of nightmares. Oh, it's going to be the stuff of nightmares, isn't it, James Corden? It's going to be the stuff of nightmares. I can guarantee you that. Because this is what they're doing, and it's going to be probably so darkly lit that it's going to look like that. Ugh. Ew. Oh, he's cute. See, he looks like a pet. You just want to give him little pets and just scratch his own shit. He's so sweet. That is what I think of when I think of animals. I don't think about doing giggity stuff to them. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe. I don't know. I should not judge anybody because, like I said, I have the jiggle cam that people don't like. Oh, I don't know why everyone's so worried about a live-action Robin Hood. I'm sure nothing will go wrong with it. Oh, this is one of those bad taxidermy sites, isn't it? That's one of those pictures. Oh, and they did something wrong with his face. They didn't get his nose long. Oh, yeah. Weird. Sorry in advance, but human person will be as hot as animated Fox Robin Hood. And somewhere, her dog is hiding under the bed, right? Just question. Oh, don't ever tweet at these people. Don't bother these people. Oh, finally a reasonable post. Disney has announced yet another live-action remake, this time of Robin Hood. I'm sorry, not only am I against this since I don't like these remakes, but how is that going to work if the characters in that version are anthropomorphic animals? Did Hollywood not learn anything from Cats? No, it didn't. It didn't learn anything from Cats. Corden, get out of here. At least have the decency to pop up. Her. Oh, hello. That's the wrong one. This. Boop. Taylor Swift cat. There you go. But you know what? This is better. This is a little better. I think that's a little better. You know what's even better than all of it? Brie Larson. She's better than all of us. Given the moral of Robin Hood is essentially eat the rich, I will allow it. Oh, you allow it with your blue check mark. Who are you? See, now I gotta check. Who are you? Because last time I checked, I was Queen Mecca of the Fandom Menace. Who are you? A writer, a woman about town, profiles, essays, and reports. Why did I read that as esports? Maybe she'd be a little more interesting if she talked about esports. Staff writer at the New Yorker. Oh, la-di-da. She works for the New Yorker, darling. You work for the New Yorker. Tap dancing as hard as I can. She's a she-her. Oh, a she-her. Prove it. You know what? Anytime I see their gender in their profiles, I'm like, you know what? Maybe we need to check. And especially with like somebody like Chelsea Steiner here, who is apparently confused in her bits, right? Maybe we need to go in for inspection just to double check if their identity and making sure we use the right pronoun is so important. That's what I say. Let's go in there. Let's open them up. Let's separate and see and make sure what we're seeing is actually 100% what we're supposed to. Oh no, is it just in your head? I don't understand, because as you know, I am an alien observer to your planet, for all we know. Back to Rachel Sim Gmail at Rachel whatever, repped by, oh, she's got a handler. She even has a handler. She has an agent. I wrote about my favorite film. We found love in a hopeless place. Oh, a broken Etsy order. Oh, fuck off. So, realistically, she's probably among the wealthy that she's wanting to eat. Yeah, okay, I can see it now. She probably makes a couple $100,000 a year, especially if she's writing for The New Yorker. Oh, she has a .com. Yeah, she lives in the Big Apple. She's a desert flower in the Big Apple, 86,000 followers, followed by Variety and Ed Solomon and Ryan Johnson. So she's an important person. She's so important that she's allowing us to eat the rich people like her. Okay. Self-awareness these people do not have a lot of, but sure, very well, I accept. Back to the art. I don't think there's anything else interesting in this. It's just a bunch of BS. Any cool comments, though? Anything interesting? What do you think? Will a live-action CGI Robin Hood be a disaster? Is it possible to improve on the dreamy perfection that is... See, I never wanted to F it, though. I'm sorry. I never wanted to fuck Robin Hood. Maybe Taylor Swift's bouncing down here is all right. I never really thought of Robin Hood that way. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Maybe I just get turned on by weirder things. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am MechaRandom42, and please share this video. It'll probably be demonetized because of the jiggle cam. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!